how to start a business. Disclaimer: this video is not a video about how to become rich and successful. This video is about how to start a business, how to register a business, how to get started from scratch. Just because you watch this video doesn't mean you're going to become rich and famous or rich and powerful, And I don't want anyone watching this video after 2 or 3 years time, if they fail, and try and take me to court. So it's just a guide. First of all, stick to what you know. Personally, I know about buying and selling goods. When I was a child in school, I used to buy and sell crisp and drinks. As an adult, I still pretty much buy and sell crisp and drinks, but that's through my vending machine. I still buy and sell lights from the Habitat store. So you need to stick to what you know. I could start a business around any one of these things. Buying and selling goods, taekwondo, so like a taekwondo instructor, or something to do with motorbikes, because I love motorbikes, maybe even buying and selling motorbikes or buying and selling parts of motorbikes. Stick to what you know. If you do not have a license, don't even bother go and try and sell flipping car parts. If you're afraid of the water, why are you trying to sell yachts and boats? Stick to what you know, and you need to be realistic. If you're a dirty person and your house is nasty, don't you dare try and start a cleaning business, because you don't know what you're doing. Start a business where you have some knowledge about. If you're an accountant, start your own accounting business. Start doing accounts for people privately. If you work in Greggs, or you know how to bake cakes, start baking cakes and selling cakes. Just because you have no knowledge on something doesn't mean you can't try, but I'm saying you will be at an advantage if you have some background knowledge about what you're trying to sell or what business you're trying to start. That's all I'm saying. Start a business that is appropriate for your personality. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Now, personally, I was going to start an electrical wholesalers. I was going to open up an electrical wholesalers. I had to find a shop, an empty shop. I did find one, but then the site that the shop is based on, they're going to redevelop that site. So in 2 years, that site's not going to exist. I think they're going to build flats and houses. So obviously it was a waste of time looking there. And plus, I didn't want to have to take out a loan to start this business. So I just forgot about that idea. But one of the major reasons why I aborted that plan is because I was going to get my mum to run the electrical wholesalers. Obviously, I was going to work there as well, but I was going to get my mum to, hold down the fort on the shop floor. Now, anyone knows me, they know I don't like disrespect, and they know I've got a short fuse, and I don't have much patience for people who are rude. Now, we all know about customer service and how people act, the general public and stuff. Now, I wouldn't have any customers if I ran an electrical wholesaler, because if customers come through my shop door, they come into my shop and they've got an attitude, I will pull them up. I'll be like, excuse me, who are you talking to like that? They might be in a bad mood on that day, and they might come in and, throw down some screwdrivers and say, oh, I didn't want this, or whatever. I don't know, oh, this light is faulty, and throw it down on the counter. I'll pull you up. I'll say, no, come out of my shop. Don't talk to me like that. And especially if I've got my mum on the front desk, it will turn volatile. Anyhow, right? Anyone came into my shop and they talk to my mum rudely, because obviously a lot of men, a lot of people speak to shop staff and shop workers rudely and disrespectfully, right? So I know that it wouldn't not happen. I know it's I'm not going to be immune to it. I know it could happen to me, and I know it could happen to my mum. So anyhow, someone has having a bad day and this light's not working and they're being disrespectful to my mum, and I'm in the shop, I'll beat them up. So I had to just abort that mission. I had to just forget about that, because I know I wouldn't have no customers. I'm not having no customers walk in my shop and think, they can talk how they want. The customer's always right. Yeah, if you're polite. And I'm not saying that just because it rhymes neither. So definitely you have to pick a business that is appropriate for your personality. Me personally, I wouldn't have no customers because of the way I am and the way I'll deal with people, because I'm not going to be all nice if they're disrespectful. Personally, I would say don't even bother write a business plan, but feel free to do it. Because the way I see it is, if you're starting a business from scratch, you should only be investing a small amount of money. So maybe £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, right? There's not much risk, you know, like, well, you know what, if £3,000, £4,000 is a lot of money to you, then yeah, if you consider it to be a huge risk, then I would say write a business plan. But to me, £3,000, £4,000 is not a huge risk, so I wouldn't even bother write a business plan. And a lot of people say, you know, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I see it all the time on people's WhatsApps, and like, what are you doing? They're not doing nothing. So a lot of people say, you know, you should write a business plan, but personally, I don't really believe in business plans, because in that business, right, a lot of things will not go to plan. Everyone seems to think, right, when they start a business, oh, profits are going to be booming, they're going to have all these sales and stuff, and it does not go that way. Trust me, most businesses fail. Now, it's not bad if you fail. It's a good thing if you fail, because then you've learned something. But up to you. If you want to write a business plan, that's up to you. But personally, I would say don't even bother write a business plan. If you're based in the UK and you want to register a company, you need to go onto Companies House. And if you're based in the US and you want to register a company, you need to search in Google LLC registration. But with the Companies House thing, it's so easy. You go onto the website, you find a name for your business. So I don't know, Jay's Cleaning Service or something like that, or Jay's Electrical or something like that. And then you just fill out the step-by-step registration form. You pay about, when I registered the company about 4 or 5 years ago, it was £13. It's probably about £18 or £20 now. In America, I just done a search, it's about $44. But obviously, it depends on where you register it, depends on the price. But go onto Companies House and register the business. You just fill out the simple step-by-step guide, and then you become registered. Once you've registered your business, after a week or so, you will receive a corporation certificate. That actually means your company is actually a registered business. It's actually a business entity. And what you do with that certificate is you will go to your local bank, HSBC, Barclays, Santander, and you apply for a free business account. Hopefully they give you 18 months. It may have changed, depends on where you go, but usually they give you 18 months worth of free business banking. So all the transfers and all the exchanges, they're all free. After the 18 months, if you bank with Santander like myself, then you have to pay £7.50. But take advantage of the free business banking. Again, start a business with a small amount of money, £3,000–4,000. You don't want to start taking out loans when you start a business, because no, you're not going to be able to take any of that profit for yourself, because you're already in a deficit. So any money that you get, any money that's generated through the business, you're going to have to be paying that back. At least if you borrow your own money, that's on you. You don't have to pay any interest back because it's your own money. So I would always advocate starting a business with cash. If you can't afford to start that business with cash, then maybe that business is out of your range, or maybe you need to go on it as a syndicate. But I always believe starting businesses on your own and being your own boss. You want to make business flyers and business cards, especially business cards, because business cards are very small. You can keep them in your pocket. Flyers are a bit big. Flyers are more what goes through people's letterbox, and it depends on your business. Obviously, if you've got a cleaning business, yeah, that's a sort of flyer that you want to put through people's doors. But I would definitely say create yourself some business cards. Go on to Vistaprint, and it's very, very, very cheap. Depends on obviously the quality and the grade, but definitely make yourself some business cards. Next, at the beginning stage of your business, if you don't want to make a website or you don't want to pay for a website, at least make an Instagram account, and definitely make a business email. But definitely utilize Instagram because everyone's on it. Social media is like the best way to promote businesses. Yeah, especially it's free advertising, so utilize it. In order to get your business off the ground, you have to be willing to sacrifice your free time in order to be successful. If the thought of not being able to go out on a Friday night or Saturday night, or you know, during the week after working hours or whatever, because you need to work on your business, if you don't like the idea of that, then you've already lost. Because To be successful, you need to be disciplined. You need to be able to sacrifice. If you're not willing to do any of those, then forget about business in general. Yeah, and just turn this video off. You're gonna have to make sacrifices. I remember once before, a family member was turning, I think, 30, and I was selling lights from the Habitat store. As I said, I used to go around promoting my business and stuff like that. That was selling lights, and there was a new Turkish mini market, but it was really big. They opened it up and they were in the construction phase. And I walked in there and I told them, yeah, you know, I'm selling these lights from the Habitat store. Would you like to buy some? Obviously, I'm an electrician at the same time, and I'm selling them so I can install them. And he was like, okay, you know, bring one in and then we'll see how it goes. Anyway, brought one in, showed him the light. He was like, okay, yeah, can you install 2? So I got 2, installed 2. He's like, can I have 4 more installed? I was supposed to be at a party, socializing, having fun with my cousins, but I was there until midnight, selling and installing lights. I sacrificed socializing and having fun to make money. Now, personally, socializing and having fun is way down there, and making money is up here. So for me, it was no skin off my nose. I didn't really care anyway. But if you're going to be successful, you need to have that type of mentality. You're going to need to be able to say to your friend, listen, Tom, I can't come out tonight because I've got to do this, I've got to do that. You know, I've got to work on my business. You might lose some friends from it, but again, you're going to have to make the sacrifice. So, and what I did get out of that, I got a free kebab as well, because besides the shop, besides the mini market, there was a kebab shop that they were running as well. So I got a free kebab. So made a good £240 or something like that in about 3 hours. So that was a good night, and it was a memorable night as well. Self-promo. You're going to have to go out there and start talking your business, literally. It's all well and good using Instagram and all these social platforms, but unless you're willing to go out there and promote your business for yourself, you're not really gonna have that passion for it. You know, you can't just expect it to grow itself. So for example, when I was promoting that vending machine business, I used to go into offices, I used to go into community centers, I used to tell people about my business plan, my business idea. Social functions, I used to tell people what I'm about, and it does pay off. Not straight away, but one day it will. With that vending machine business, the reason why I've got a vending machine in a community center is because many years ago, I was at a social function. I was at a christening, and I was an apprentice electrician. And I told the lady, soon I will become fully qualified. And she said, once you become fully qualified, here's my number, contact me, and I'll be able to get you work as an electrician. Well, I still had that lady's number after about, I don't know, 3-4 years, and I decided to contact her to try and put a vending machine in that community center because she was one of the managers there. So I wasn't even interested in becoming an electrician and doing work in the community center. I used that as a way to get my vending machine in that community center, and it worked. It didn't go through her because for some reason, I don't know, I don't think she works there or whatever, but I managed to contact the managers when I turned up. So once I got in contact with the managers at the community center, they liked the idea, and then, you know, I put the vending machine in the community center. Even now, even to this day, I still get work as an electrician because I registered a company as an electrician, and I used to go into estate agencies and all these different type of buildings and tell people about my business. And you're not going to get that much business from it. You may, but I didn't. But every now and then I'll get a phone call and I'll make some money from it. So that's free money for just using my mouth. If you're not confident about walking into places and promoting your business and just giving them a quick 10-second, 1-minute pitch, then that's a weakness. You have to start talking some more. You have to start being able to self-promote. And you can't be scared of the sound of your voice or scared what people are going to think. When I used to go into offices and different types of buildings to try and promote my vending machine business, people used to smile and smirk. But that's fine. You can smile and smirk all you want. But you're the one who's the administration worker, and I'm the one who's trying to be a successful entrepreneur. If you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the video, change your station.